My name is María Consuelo CRUZ-RAMOS, and today I'm sharing findings from a qualitative research study we conducted on perinatal grief. Let me start with the context. Perinatal loss is systematically silenced and minimized by society. Mothers experience this without institutional support, but more importantly, the way they experience and understand their grief is deeply shaped by healthcare discourse and invisible cultural norms. So, our research question was, how do these discourses actually shape maternal subjectivity? To explore this, we drew on Foucault's theory of discourse. For Foucault, discourse is a practice that produces reality, identities, and power relations. Discourses are never neutral. They regulate what can be said and who has the authority to say it. Foucault also introduced discipline, the invisible network of social elements that guide people toward behavioral norms. Our goal was to understand how language constructs reality in the context of perinatal grief. We designed this as qualitative study using Foucauldian discourse analysis. We conducted semi-structured interviews with mothers, allowing them to narrate their experience while we examined how social and medical discourse organize those narratives. We worked with 13 Spanish mothers. All had experienced loss within the past 2 years, with at least 6 months elapsed. We include losses at any gestational stage, intentionally avoiding the invisibilization of early pregnancy losses. Interviews started with a simple question. How was it for you to experience your loss? And we used guide questions to explore how mothers made meaning of their experience. When we analyzed the interviews, 3 major themes emerged: health professionals, couple, and social world. Healthcare professionals become the first resource for mothers navigating grief. Their empathy and humanity have tremendous power to validate maternal pain. The recommendation they make about saying goodbye and creating memory profoundly shape mothers' grief processes long afterward. But here is the complexity. Protocols can establish invisible standards about what grief should look like. Some mothers felt uncomfortable when they didn't align with these unstated expectations. After leaving the hospital, the partner becomes the primary source of support and emotional sustenance. When couples communicate openly and respect each other's different ways of grieving, they can grow closer through this experience. But when coping mechanisms diverge, distance develops, and something significant emerges. The partner's grief is often relegated to the background. The focus centers on the mother, leaving the partner to process their loss more silently. When mothers return to social life, they face a fundamental paradox. They want to withdraw, to avoid, but also they need support and recognition. They encounter minimizing comments, "you will have another," "at least you didn't know them," comments that many mothers anticipate and choose silence. But that silence deepens isolation and reinforces stigma. From a Foucauldian perspective, what we are seeing is that protocols and institutional practice function as control mechanisms. The control operates through invisible norms that mothers internalize. And here is the tension. Even discourse of resistance can become new norms, potentially creating fresh forms of control. What our research makes clear is that perinatal grief is not simple and an individual emotional experience. It is fundamentally shaped by discourse that regulate subjectivity itself. Thank you so much